New Norfolk is a town on the Derwent River, in the southeast of Tasmania, Australia. At the 2011 census, New Norfolk had a population of 5,543. Situated 32 kilometers, 20 miles, northwest of Hobart on the Lyell Highway, New Norfolk is a modern Australian regional centre which retains evidence of its pioneer heritage. Two examples of this heritage are Tasmania's oldest Anglican church, St Matthew's, built in 1823, and one of Australia's oldest hotels, the Bush Inn, Tasmania, trading continuously in the same building, built in 1815, since issue of the first licence on September 29, 1825. Many private homes from the 1820s have also survived. Approximately 163 of the pioneers who settled around the town were from the 554 folk resettled when the first Norfolk Island settlement was closed, most arriving during the period between November 29, 1807 and October 2, 1808. These Norfolk Islanders were mainly farming families, who were offered land grants in Tasmania as compensation for their relocation. The climate was colder than subtropical Norfolk Island, which proved a challenge for the hardy pioneers during the first few years, but eventually the district became self-supporting. In 1825 the original name of the town, Elizabethtown, was changed to New Norfolk in honor of their former home. Many founding folk were first fleeters, transferred from Sydney to Norfolk Island when it was settled just a few weeks after Sydney. 10 first fleeters are buried in the Methodist Chapel at Loida, New Norfolk. Notable is Betty King, née Elizabeth Thackeray, a First Fleet convict girl who married at New Norfolk on the 28th of January 1810. The headstone on Betty's well-tended grave reads, "The first white woman to set foot in Australia from the First Fleet at Sydney Cove." She is also believed to be the last surviving First Fleeter, male or female, when she died at 89 years of age on August 7, 1856. Her husband was Marine Private Samuel King of the 1st Marine Regiment, another First Fleeter who arrived aboard the warship Sirius. Sam King was the last male First Fleeter to survive until October 21, 1849, aged 86 years. 8 other First Fleeters are Ellen Guy, née Wainwright, William Dempsey, William Edmonds, William Foyle, Abraham Hand, Stephen Martin, John Ruglass, and Edward Westlake. The pioneers were successful farmers of the rich land around the town. Initially cattle and sheep were predominant, with some cropping as land was cleared. Hop plants were introduced in 1846, and became an important crop. A number of hop drying kilns or oast houses remain in the area. Later history: the first road connecting the town to Hobart was built in 1818. On April 19, 1827, Governor George Arthur issued an order to create the Willow Court Infirmary, later known as Lachlan Park and most recently the Royal Derwent Hospital, as an asylum to accept sick and invalid convicts from Hobart, Launceston and outstations. Willow Court is now a large antiques centre. The new Norfolk Post Office opened on June 1, 1832. For some years after 1848, New Norfolk was the place of exile of the Irish nationalist leader Terence McManus. His cottage Kilburn Grange still stands. Later he was joined by his fellow Irish rebel, William Smith O'Brien. In 1887, the railway, now preserved as the Derwent Valley Railway, was built. In 1888, Australia's first telephone trunk call was connected from Hobart to the Bush Inn Hotel in New Norfolk. During the 1940s, a newsprint mill was established at nearby Boyer, boosting industry in the local area.